All right, so we missed out on a few things. We losing players. Byron Jones, he's gone. Okay, Randall Cobb, he's gone. Robert Quinn, now he's gone. My thing is that's just the nature of business. Shout out to Randall Cobb for getting his money, getting his bag, and shout out to Robert Quinn, who about to get some crazy money for 5 years. Although people can say that, yeah, he was long in the tooth. But if you think about it, you got Khalil Mack on one end, and then you will have a Robert Quinn on the other, on the opposite end. Oh, they got a pair of bookends that can get to the ball, and that's going to be a good situation for not just Robert Quinn, but for the Chicago Bears. Now, what this does here is that we got big holes on one side of the field, especially cornerback play, and now we have a big hole on defensive edge rush. Now, I don't know what the new philosophy of the offense will be, but I can tell you this. The new philosophy of the defense will be, we're going to have to go out there and grab somebody. We're going to have to go out there and grab somebody in this free agency. We just can't sit on our hands and hoping and wishing that a rookie can come in here and make something happen. I'm going to repeat, we can't just sit on our hands and hoping and wishing that when we go into this draft that a rookie is going to come into this system and just make things happen. No, not where we picking at in the draft. It can be a different story if we picking with the 3rd overall pick, 4th overall pick, but we picking right at 17, collectively speaking, throughout the draft in that particular positioning. So, boy, we got our hands full, and we can hope and dream that if Randy Gregory can come back and play back to the speed and the form that he played at 2 years ago, that's what we're up against. And it's something to do with, you got to start locking in players early. You wait to the end of their deadlines or end of their contract, you're going to have to pay a higher premium. Also, I have to say this, the salary cap, there will always be what we call overpay, because there are teams that got more cap room and more cap space and with different philosophy that they don't mind reaching deep down in their pockets. They don't mind doing that at all. They don't mind sitting there saying to themselves, let's make the initial investment. But with our Dallas Cowboys, everything is political. Everything. The kicker is political. The punt kicker is political, meaning that it's got to make news. It got to make the #1 tweet, you see. So that's just the reality of the Dallas Cowboys, being a Dallas Cowboys fan. You can't live under the radar. It don't happen here. You don't live up under the radar here. Everything is mainstream when you're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Everything. And that's just the reality of it. So, with that being said, what the Chicago Bears are going to get, remember, they got a Khalil Mack. They signed him a crazy number too. And just to let people know, teams do what they want to do. I'm going to repeat, teams do what they want to do. If they really want a certain person, they'll figure out ways to go out there and make it happen. If they really want a person, they'll figure out ways to go out there and make it happen. And it's just the reality of it. Robert Quinn, he may be suspect against the run, but how can you combat against that? Oh, put a linebacker on his side. Oh, they got a nice, nasty linebacker on that particular team. Oh yeah. Roquan, yeah. They got some good situation going out there for them. And I think that they can put some pieces together on the offensive side of the ball as well. Maybe Chicago Bears can give some teams a run for their money. But I will say this, like Nietzsche said, I've been saying this for a long time. Do not spoil what you have by desiring the things that you don't have. Because at one point of time, the thing that you do have was something that you dreamed for, wished for, and longed for. Cowboy Nation, I've seen a lot of people say, well, Robert Quinn ain't worth it. No, don't pay him this, don't pay him that. We will find out now. We should find out in a few following days what the Cowboys are going to do. Yeah, signing our own guys is a good feel. Don't get it twisted. But it's time for us to sign somebody. It's time for us to make a move. Now, there are two phases of the free agency. There's that phase of the first, before the draft, and then there's a phase after the draft. So normally you overpay, but the market is the market before the draft. You normally overpay. Our only hope will be, okay, Jadeveon Clowney is out there. Maybe you can sweep him up. But you got to go get somebody that's a veteran. You can't just sit there and say, Cowboy Nation, we good with what we have. We only going to utilize what we have. You got to go out there and get you a veteran, or you got to go out there and get a proven commodity. And then on top of that, you got to figure out ways in this draft to draft somebody. And we got a big old hole right there. Because I don't think that Dorrance Armstrong would be the guy to step it up. Shout out to Dorrance Armstrong and Jalen Jelks. I just don't think that those boys are ready. Not right now. Not right now. I wouldn't put my 2020 future on that, right? I wouldn't do that. And then on top of that, whoever you get in the draft, there still will be some growing pains. That's just how it goes, Cowboy Nation. Oh, y'all post me your thoughts. Post me how you guys feel about this. Oh, my goodness. Robert Quinn, Randall Cobb gone, Byron Jones. Who else need to go? Malik Collins, do he need to go? Who else need to go, right? Let me know. Post me your thoughts down below. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go.